Last week, Korea and Japan reached a landmark agreement on settling their most thorny issue, that of Japan's wartime sexual enslavement of Korean women. But just days after the deal, there was a controversial report from a Japanese media outlet suggesting the agreement also included the removal of the comfort women statue in front of the Japanese embassy in Seoul, which pays tribute to the thousands of victimized girls. This was soon followed by public outrage. Here's Oh Soo with our news feature tonight.
Here in front of the Japanese embassy in Seoul, the world's longest-running rally on a single theme takes place every week on Wednesdays, where members of the public gather, seeking resolve to the issue of Japan's wartime sex slavery of Korean women. Known as the Wednesday demonstration, the weekly protests have been taking place since 1991, with the most recent one marking the 1211th rally last week. The rally took place even on the heels of a landmark agreement reached by Korea and Japan last month, a deal that was deemed to build new bridges between the two countries.
Many women under the then military's involvement bore deep scars to their honor and dignity, and from this perspective, the Japanese government acutely feels responsible.
However, soon after the deal was reached, a Japanese media reported that as part of the agreement, a memorial statue symbolizing a young sex slavery victim may be removed from its current place in front of the Japanese embassy in Seoul. The small golden frame of a young girl has sat facing the Japanese embassy since 2011, when the 1000th Wednesday demonstration took place. Since then, replicas of the statue have been installed in 33 different places in Korea and 11 abroad, in remembrance of the countless young girls and women who were forced into sex slavery before and during World War II by Japanese soldiers.
I feel so bad for them. It brings tears to my eyes. The girls who could do nothing in their torn-down country, in this situation, it's killing them twice.
Although the Japanese media's claims were dismissed by the Korean government, it still caused a stir among the Korean public, bringing them to the Japanese embassy on the first day of the new year.
Asian nations will only accept a heartfelt apology from Japan for its wartime crimes.
Around the statue, passers-by left messages of encouragement and support for the wartime victims.
I feel betrayed by Prime Minister Abe, who showed no signs of remorse. I worry that the younger generation in Japan will learn from his example.
Abe's apology wasn't enough, and 1 billion yen was offered. I think this is unforgivable.
And as day turned to night, more joined the crowd, including university students and civil groups, exchanging their views in daily evening gatherings that have been taking place since December 31st last year.
식민 지배에 대한 명백한 사죄 없이는 한일 관계의 미래란 없습니다. 역사를 돈으로 지우려고 하는 일본과 한국 정부에게 우리가 불가능하다는 것을 보여줍시다.
The women who suffer have been pushed to a hopeless situation with no resolve. It's not just a matter of concern for the Japanese and Korean governments, but an issue that needs discussion on a global scale and also from a human rights perspective.
The Japanese soldiers' wartime sexual enslavement of Korean women was absolutely horrible. With the recent apology, I got the feeling that it was a conditional apology, rather than one that was truly contrite. I'd like to hear a real apology that admits their wrongdoings.
For many members of the general public, resolving Japan's wartime sex slavery issue goes beyond mere political agreements and diplomacy. It is a matter of basic human rights, and most importantly, of taking the little time left to offer the long-awaited sincere apology to the few surviving victims.